Hello, Hope Tri-Cities family. Hey, I've got a couple of things, three things that I want to cover with you. Two of them are housekeeping items, and one of them has to do with what happened on Wednesday at the nation's capital. Number one, just really quickly, we are opening up opportunities for people to serve. So go to hcc.church/serve. We're looking for people to serve on the kids ministry teams and also our tech teams. A lot of fun stuff to be included in that. Please check it out. One of the things I will say is if you have kids and they're going to be in our kids ministry, we're going to ask you guys to serve once every 6 to 8 weeks. It's not a huge commitment, but it is a huge help. And then number two is we have 21 days of prayer starting on January 11th, and we're going to be praying and fasting. There's some information I want you guys to grab onto. You can sign up for a weekly email and download a PDF and all the instructions that go with that. It's super important that we be praying and standing together in prayer, especially with where we're at in our nation right now. So go to htc.church/21 days. That's hard to say. htc.church/21 days. Check that out as well. Number three, man, it's really hard to talk about what happened on Wednesday. It's pretty crazy. But to me, I want to say it's not a surprise to me. All this stuff has been just kind of brewing up under the surface. It's an indicator of where our country has been, not just during the election, but just over the last few years. It just keeps mounting and mounting and mounting. This is another one of those things that mounts. I think there's going to be greater division in the near future. To be honest with you, I think that one of the basic principles that we got to look at leadership-wise is that the transgressions that we walk past are the transgressions we end up endorsing. And so the mistakes or the sins that we walk past are the sins that we end up endorsing. And so that's just simple. We're called to be a people of prayer. We're called to be a people of justice. We're called to be a people who stand for those things. And I think, man, I'm guilty just as anyone else would be, that sometimes I don't, man. It's hard to be a person of justice. It's hard to be a person of prayer, seeking God for peace in areas where there isn't any. And so I just want to say this, man, we got to be first and foremost a people of hope and joy and prayer, people of worship. And that means that we stand for those things. God loves justice. God loves unity. God loves peace. And so how do we as a people stand for that? To continue to follow him, continue to follow his word, continue to follow his decrees, but also at the same time, it's messy to pursue justice, pursue loving our neighbors, pursue those things, because it's so easy to combat right now and fight and be divided. Again, I'm the first to say that a lot of times, man, I give my ear to the noise and lend my ear and my heart to the noise and chaos around me instead of anchoring my heart in Jesus. And so I just want to call you guys. I want to challenge you guys to be a people who we anchor ourselves in to the things of God, that we be a kingdom people. We're called to be a kingdom people, not governed by a government around us first. That's secondary. But we are ruled by a king, and that this king, man, he is a sacrificed king. He was selfless. He loved. He went for those things first. And so I just want to call us out to that. It doesn't mean we just lay down and we give up. That means we walk a third way, which is difficult. It's messy. It's hard, but it's a way that says where I'm being courageous and standing strong for the things that God would cause me to stand for. Love, hope, joy, peace, goodness, gentleness, the whole thing in the fruit of the Spirit. And he wants us to stand for justice. He wants us to stand for the things that he loves and cares about. But at the same time, how do we do that when there's quarreling and fighting and all that stuff? So that's where we got to pray. That's where we got to say, God, you lead me. You lead me to those conversations. You lead me in those areas. And so I know in this time, as I wrap up this video, and in these times when there's chaos and difficulty, the best thing, the most profound, the most powerful thing that we could be doing is praying. So I urge you to pray. Get into that 21 days of prayer thing that we're going to be doing. I'm going to figure out ways to open up spaces or places here on a campus where we can dialogue and have conversation, because there's a lot of conversation to be had as we walk this out. I love you guys. Let me know if you guys need anything in regards to this. If you have questions, if you're confused with what I just said, I don't know, maybe it's confusing. I love you guys. Keep loving God, keep loving people, Keep living like Jesus. Take care.